of LeBron working out with his son Brony went viral on Twitter yesterday, and honestly, you can see the resemblance right away as Brony has clearly hit a growth spurt. LeBron has said he's dreamed of playing alongside his son one day, and even though Brony is only 16 years old, he already looks like he has the height to make the NBA. So Shannon, what was your reaction?
You see, he growing. He's growing into that body. Yeah. I mean, we know his dad, LeBron, but his mom was a great athlete in her own right. Great softball player. And had she stuck with it, like we talk about Kat Osterman or Monica Abbott or Kehlani Ricketts, Natasha Watley, we might be talking about Savannah Brinson.
Maybe.
Yeah. That boy from Goodstock, like O'Shea Sharp. Yeah, I was born in '68, but I didn't come out of Woodstock. I came out of Goodstock. Yeah, when them Porter and Sharps got together, you got two NFL players.
You weren't at Woodstock, for sure.
I was not. So, Skip, and look, I mean, you could tell his body is starting to mature. He started like, hey, that boy got his dad body.
Talk about a growth spurt.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I said, he looks 6'5".
Yeah.
Does he? I know LeBron's kind of leaning over.
But he looks solid, though.
Well, he's been living in the weight room.
He's been on that iron, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, again, his father is 6'9". So, could Brony be 6'7"? Who knows?
Yeah.
But again, it looks like, from the last time I saw him as a freshman in high school, he looked like he was 6'1", maybe?
Yeah. I don't know if he was that tall. But, I mean, he looked, I mean... Wow.
I mean, unless LeBron had this Photoshop, but I don't think he did. Not for Brony, right?
I mean, he growing. I mean, I had a little growth spurt like that. I went from 5'5", 132 as a freshman to about 5'9", about 155 as a sophomore. And I was like 175 as a junior. Then I was like 182.
Well, you got a long way to go to catch this kid, because that's
well, he already bigger than I was as a sophomore. I mean, 6'2". He lucky probably about 170.
And then LeBron threw me because at first glance I couldn't figure out what he was doing. I said, "Are you throwing down gang signs or what?" He's doing 4.
You know what 4 is? That's 4 for 4.
But I was happy he's pointing them down, because they deserve to be pointed down, because he's got this many losses in the finals.
Guess when he take a picture next year with Brony? He'll be like this here.
Really?
He'll be like this here, so y'all can see it. That's what he can do.
You guaranteeing that?
And then next year, you're going to have somebody with some fingers in there, because they're going to have somebody got to get an extra finger in there.
I may have to post something today on IG.
You ain't got to post
something like this.
You ain't got to do
and everybody will know.
You ain't got to do anything. You ain't got to do anything. You ain't got no business posting. Skip, hold on. This is about LeBron and Brony hitting a growth spurt and starting to all of a sudden, he's like, okay, now.
So give the kid a stage. You don't need to be doing this.
Skip, he giving him a stage. He's working. What better teacher you got than the GOAT?
None better. In that sport, none better. I'll give you that.
I mean, if Einstein had a kid, you think he gonna send him to a tutor?
I mean, unless you had Jordan, but Jordan teaches nobody. Jordan's above teaching it. He didn't want to teach his own kids. He is unto himself.
I'm sure, but it's hard. I mean, I think the thing is, Skip, it's just hard because everything basketball. We think not to say LeBron didn't work, but there are some gifts that come so natural to you that it's not coming as natural to Brony, the junior, as it came to him, and it's hard. That's like, Shannon, why don't you coach? You know, I can't coach because I ain't got no patience.
Yep, I agree.
You got to have patience to coach. So even your kids.
Well, the early reviews on Brony projecting just college basketball was that he was just going to be pretty good as a college basketball player. Well, now you give him that spurt, and if I would think he would still have a couple of more inches of growth in him,
I mean, Yeah, it's hard to see a situation where he's not going to be at least 6'4", 6'5".
Okay, but doesn't he look 6'5"?
Yeah. No, I think about probably about 6'2", 6'3". But he saw, I mean, he getting his dad's body. Hey. That's what he's starting to fill out. Because you know his dad dead.
His dad.
You know his dad.
No, I got it. I give you all that. But that kid's neck is even beyond LeBron.
Yeah.
That looks like a weight room neck.
Kawhi better be getting up them shots. I hope Kawhi is training in the lab, because you know last year they was in the lab. Somebody talk about they're in the lab, but we be in the lab putting that work in. Hope he getting that work in.
Kawhi doesn't have to post it. He just does it.
Does what? What'd he do? Going in the second round? That's what he need to post that. Going out in the second round. How you score 2 points in the second half?
Hey,
Skip.
You should have a Corona today because you just won the Corona championship.
No,
you did. That's what you did.
We're going to win this one, too.
Yeah.
We're going to win 2021.
Coronavirus championship. Have a Corona today.
I don't think that's calling it.
We're going to have 5 and 5, Skip.
We are not calling it that. Guys, since it's Thanksgiving, Skip, you can do it with me. Zeke, he's going to want to do maybe some of this today. Will he feast for over 100 yards against Washington? Shannon, you want to?
No. This is crazy, Skip. This is ridiculous. See, Jared can't just give a compliment. He go to the umpteenth degree. Does he realize, Skip, here's the thing. This is what I've learned in my years of playing and when I talk to people about certain players. If they don't play offense, because, Skip, you don't see rushing yards, you see rushing yards, you see pass catching, you see yards, you see touchdowns. You don't realize how good a person is. But you cover time. I was in the league. He came in a year before me.
Yep.
I understand what this man represents. You're talking about one of the five or six greatest players to ever play. Arguably the greatest two-way athlete. Okay, you go him and Bo, but I believe he was a better in football than Bo was. Well, you want to go back to Jim Thorpe? Okay, fine. But in the Super Bowl era, nobody could hold account to that guy, Skip. This guy could run, but when he left the league, he could still outrun C.D. Lamb. People don't realize how good they don't realize how good Deion was, Skip. They really don't.
Well, I hope they do.
No, they don't. They don't. They don't do it.
Clearly, easily the best corner who ever played.
Skip, Don Beebe ran 4.3, and he broke a kick return. They used to have time on the kickoff coverage as a safety. Somebody break
at Atlanta.
At Atlanta.
Yes.
Don Beebe, go Google it. Don Beebe ran 4.3 on the kickoff and was gone. And watch Deion how he tracks him down, taps him on his shoulder, and say, pull over. It's not even close. Can we go? Let's start with Dez. Guys that wore that. Let's start with Dez. I don't think we realize how good Dez skipped. Remember, in 2014, we was having a conversation. Dez, the best receiver in football. Let's go to Michael Irvin. Let's leave prime. Let's leave time alone. We're gonna leave that one by himself. We're gonna start baby steps. Let's get to Dez level. Let's get to Michael Irvin because he ain't gonna never be explosive. Time ran 4.2. Pulled his track. He went to the combine. He wasn't even gonna run.
It was legendary.
They're like, "Are you gonna?" Okay.
True story.
Yes, he took his sweats off.
Tracksuit on, and he's like, I don't want to. No, they said you.
No warm up. No warm up.
Stretch. Didn't do anything.
It ran 4.29.
And put his tracksuit back on and left. Okay, that's him.
That's time.
That's my man Deion. I did cover Deion, and I'll never forget what Barry Switzer told me after his first practice as the head coach of Deion Sanders. He said, it's like he's not governed by the same gravity the rest of us are.
He's not.
It's like he can move in ways like he's on the moon and we're all not. We're still on Earth, right?
Yes.
He did run, whatever, 4.29, and he could still run it in his last year. It felt like maybe 4.4. But the point is, it's like when Michael Vick was in Atlanta, it was called the Michael Vick experience.
Right.
Deion was the Deion Sanders experience in Atlanta.
Yes.
When he was returning punts and doing this, right?
And kickoffs.
There's never been anything like it.
No.
Okay, so Jerry stepped over the line and he stepped out of bounds. But I get where he's going because he's not trying to compare CD to Michael Irvin or Jerry Rice, whoever, whatever, Dez, any receiver. He's talking more about punt returns. He's talking about power returns where he's talking about sheer step-to-step explosion. CD Lamb goes 6'2", 198. Kind of Deion-esque and about the same. Deion's probably 6'1"-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe 200, right?
Maybe 200.
Okay, maybe right in that same ballpark.
Yeah.
But he's talking about the power CD generates with his first step. He led all of college football a year ago in yards per catch at 21.4. And about half of those 21 yards per catch were yak yards because they couldn't get him on the ground. So he's saying in punt returns, Jerry says he's going to break one pretty